Hello, my name is Liam Killen, and I'm here today with the Analog Rhythm Mark II, which is a techno machine. At least that's how we're going to be using it today. You'll notice that there's a lot of individual drum routing going on here, but for now we're actually just going to stick to the main outs, and then eventually we're going to get pretty dubby with the Big Six. If you'd like the unedited version of this video from start to finish, that is over on my Patreon, along with a bunch of other exclusive content. And if this video inspires you to possibly purchase either of these for your own pleasure, use the affiliate links in the description of this video. I would make a small commission off of that sale at no extra charge to you. So let's get right into it. I have a kick going, a nice big sounding kick. Like, this could cover the bass as well as the kick, right? Like, you have this sweep time, which sounds like the kick, and then the decay, which covers the bass as well. Let's get a little bit more intricate though with this. 2, 3, 2, 2, right there. Copy this, copy that. I'm gonna play with the triggers like I always do. Okay, what can we do with this clap? It's a little bit too bright. There's already some delay on there. What if we put some reverb? So this is another trick that I always do. Paste this here. I'm gonna move this all the way over so that they're on the same note. This first one, I'm gonna have trig param to the first of 2 times, and this will be the second of 2 times. Okay, so what's the point of doing that? I'm gonna change some of the parameters on this one. Like, depending on the rhythm that you use, it might suggest that you could add something else on that particular step. It's definitely difficult to find a musical approach when you're using a sequencer, because it becomes a little bit mathy sometimes, you know? So that's one way to sort of think of it. You're just sort of layering over top of rhythms that you're already creating, and you're open to suggestions that your own rhythms are creating for you. Okay, so let's say on that louder one, I want a rhythm that sort of accentuates that with the rim shot. Okay, so it's setting up the louder one. Definitely gonna throw some delay on these as well. Maybe mute the kick for now, just to open it up a little bit. It's a matter of question and answer, I would say. The other voices that we have here. What do we have here? What is that? Ooh, what is that? Ooh, that fits. That's like a 16 note. Wait, in the background? Yes. How does that fit? It's got orbit, like kind of flying saucer sort of vibes. Is there another sample in here that we can use? Okay, we haven't even touched hi-hats. Let's find a hi-hat here to use. 3, It's one of those grooves where it's like, where's the one? Okay, so let's go ahead and work these hats a little bit. Maybe pull the filter down. And I'm gonna, let's say, delay just one of them. See what happens. See what suggestions that gives us. Okay. Maybe a tom like this. 1, 2. Let's get a break from that kick for a second. Okay, so this is almost like a bass line now. Oh. Okay, so playing with the sweep depth also makes it sound more like a bass. Okay, with the kick. I'm thinking of adding another sample here. What we can do with these is chop them up and change the start and end time. This is another thing I do all the time with the analog rhythm, to create just like weird textures and I guess rhythms over top of what's going on. Okay, let's see this one. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, and then for this one, let's change the start point, maybe. And we're literally just shaping it as we go. And we're basically acting as like a veto to what it throws at us. Let's tune it down a bit. Of course, on the side here, we have our Big 6, which we haven't touched at all. This is definitely something we'll get into, sculpting everything through here and then maybe just bouncing it directly into my DAW. We could also play with effects. Anyways, we'll get to that in a second. Feels like a good time to let you know that I create sample packs that sound like this, multi-track based sample packs. My latest one is called Techno Starters Volume 1, and it sounds a little bit like... Let's find another sample, something that's like kind of melodic. Yeah, this could be melodic. What we could do is something like this that's long, put it on beat 1, see what happens. Maybe put one on beat 3 and start it like halfway through the sample, see what happens. The rhythm section, I think, is sounding great. Okay, so the next step from here would be to dump it into the Big 6. So the only thing I have to do is change these two. What we're doing here, we're actually sacrificing like our standalone effects in the analog rhythm. And then from here, we could basically just dub it out. And this has been my workflow for a long time now, and it's been so fun to just dub things out. I could easily just bounce this multi-track style into my DAW, and I have this groove ready to go.